assuredly, you're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Seahawks going up against the Bills. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Cuts it out to the sideline. And he's got room. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 48 yards. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed. Gone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down, 4th and goal.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. Watkins alone on the left side. Bills looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, Rawls. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you used. Electric indeed. Dynamic, and this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 53 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. 1st and goal from the 8. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is TyJr1 McKinnon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. TyJr1 McKinnon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go! 3-19!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go! Brad 38!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
And the offense lining up first and 10. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Rawls. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll drop to throw. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Watkins alone on the left side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Watkins on the out route. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 98 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And this is Shepard on the catch. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kentrell Brothers coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out of the gun now on third down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
This is Rawls pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey,
and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 77 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line.
Third down. Here's Rawls. Give him 10 yards. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. One receiver left, two to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Here again is McKinnon. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Second down following the run.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going to Rawls on the dump off. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Rafted.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They come up in an offset eye. Toss play to McKinnon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding time. Trying to look. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And they're going to speed things up here. So they're on that play offensively. They were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. First down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A pickup there of 36. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Yeldon, the lone running back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is TJ Yeldon. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read and a big seam, and he might go all the way. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They come up in an offset eye. Now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And here come the Bills. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now McKinnon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
McKenna. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. And he's got Lockett. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Let's go!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means off.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Lockett. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there, and it's third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense, and what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Bills getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Here's McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and